What is up, my beautiful friends? TJ here with another episode. Today we're going to be going and doing some sourcing. I haven't been sourcing in a while, so I want to go and grab some items. I'm going to go over to Finders Keepers, which is the bin store that's close to me. Hopefully I can find some stuff. Today they have items for $7 per item. I'm looking to make, I want a big high profit item, but I'm okay with items that sell between like $25, $35, because a lot of times those are the items that are quick sellers that I'll turn over very quickly. Also, I'm looking for smaller items, so I don't have like a whole bunch of big stuff. We are going to be looking at some pallets today as well, so we may pick up a pallet. And most of the pallets that are at this place that I'm going to go to today, they have bigger boxes in them. So I'm trying to, kind of alleviate that, kind of balance that out, get some smaller items, get some bigger items to sell on our eBay store. So let's get to it. All right, so I haven't done that in a while. That was actually pretty fun. I was able to grab some items. I'll show y'all those when we get over to the store. But we're gonna go just straight over to the pallet store and see if we can find something good. I'm hoping that they have some kind of cheaper pallets. I don't want to spend like $1,000 on a pallet today, because the reason is because a lot of times these pallets that are $1,000 have so many items, and I do not have the bandwidth to go through all those items. So I'm gonna try to keep it light. I'm gonna try to start small, because their high piece count, it wore me out. So I need to, I gotta redeem myself. So we're gonna go to the pallet shop. So these pallets did look pretty good. They was actually priced pretty well. Some of them was like $450. I think the lowest one I saw was like $100. It didn't have that many great items in it. But these $450 pallets had like small like heaters. I don't want to call them appliances because they're not really appliances. They did have some appliances on them. I did see like a lot of coffee makers, a lot of juicers, cold press juicers. I saw some water machines. They had these clothes pallets. Some of the clothes pallets had shoes and clothes in them. So then they had some other ones that was priced at $400 that had just, I just felt like they just didn't have enough items on them. They were kind of short pallets. Probably, it's hard to tell on the video, but they were about maybe 4 foot tall. So, maybe 3 or 4 layers of boxes, but they didn't have like a ton of stuff in them. All right, so I didn't end up getting the pallet today. I did look at some of the pallets. They had some pretty decent pallets. It wasn't nothing. I didn't want to force get a pallet just because I said I wanted to get one. A lot of the stuff they had some Dollar General case pack, which is really good because it's brand new stuff. It's like, shelf pull quality. But what I was noticing was that there was a lot of Christmas items in there. You can't see what's inside of those brown Sterilite boxes, just like a big box full of stuff. And it could be anything. It could be great stuff. It could be brand new clothing. It could be anything. But what I was seeing was a lot of Christmas items, and I don't want to be stuck with a bunch of Christmas stuff. There may be some good stuff in there, and probably would be profitable, but I don't want to take that risk right now. So I tried. I was gonna go get a pallet. I should have went up to Bargain Spot, but it takes about an hour and a half to get up there. And it's kind of late in the day, so I'm not gonna go there today, but we will go visit. There is a new bin store that is over here in this area, and we're gonna go check that out to see if we can find some good stuff at the new bin store. Now, this bin store is not like normal bin stores. It's kind of like the same bin store I just went to earlier, where they have stuff on the side and then they have stuff in the bins, and I believe everything is like $9 per item, but we'll see. right, so it wasn't too bad in there. I actually grabbed a couple of items. I think I spent $56. One item was a personal item. So I really spent like $40, like $44, something like that. And they also let me buy the bag for $2. So that was pretty cool because I needed some IKEA bags, and IKEA is very far away from my house. So I'm gonna go over to this other liquidation store. Sometimes they have some good stuff. I get a lot of like toiletries and house stuff from this store, but sometimes they have some pretty cool toys that are, you know, like $2 or $4, something like that, and I can sell them on eBay for like $25. So we're gonna go over there and see what we can find. So I did find a couple things at this liquidation store. Some advice for you is if you have a place like this, like a liquidation kind of off the beaten path kind of store, like a hole in the wall, if you will. These stores, a lot of times they get in multiples of like health and beauty stuff that is not available at the store anymore. So that makes those items a little bit more valuable. So when we get over to the store, I'm gonna show you kind of what I'm talking about with those items. So I found a couple items this time, and every time I go in there, I always find like 1 or 2 items that aren't available in the store that I can sell for quadruple the price that I'm paying for it at this liquidation store. All right, we are back over at the store. So I'm gonna show y'all all the stuff that I got from the bin store. So this is from the second bin store that I went to, where everything was $9 a piece. I did pick this up like as a personal item. Y'all know I love my X-Men stuff, so I got this for my room. It was it's normally $24, and actually this is true that these 24 they did everything half off. So if I went to Target and bought this, it would be $24. So I paid $12 for it. I thought it was a pretty good deal. I don't always like when the bin stores have like a wall where they put stuff that's you know, half price, or, you know, 50% off retail, 60% off retail. I like finding the stuff in the bin, so this would have been a great item to find in the bin for me, but that's just what their business model is, so got to deal with it. The next thing that I got was for myself as well, and this is a Blue Beetle t-shirt. So this is like normally $14. I paid $2 for it. All their clothes were $2, so I probably could have spent some time going through that stuff to find some stuff maybe to put like in a whatnot sale, because we're trying to beef up our clothing inventory. We got a bunch of stuff, but we like to beef up our inventory for clothing if we can get it for cheap. So $2 per piece would not necessarily be that bad. All right, then I got this, which is a cheese board. It is a Smurley cheese board. Normally I would not get something like this, but it is sealed. And the box is in really good condition, and these sell for quite a bit. So I paid $9 for it, so I'll be able to at least make my $9 back. But I'll try to put all the sold comps on the screen here so you can see them. It may not be on this side, maybe it's on the side, I don't know. All right, then next I got this as well. This is a Kurt custom wiring harness. The only reason I got this is because it's sealed, and it looks like it's going to be like a quick seller. And then I got this that I probably normally, like I said, would not get, but the only reason I got it is because I found this exact same one on eBay, and it's some sort of thing, like some sort of like car part or oil component, I don't know, but it sells for this amount, and I think it'd be a pretty quick flip. And plus they sold me the bag for $2, so I can never get enough of these IKEA bags. Every time I get like a new IKEA bag, I always lose it, or I take it like to my house and I leave it in my garage. So all right, then, so for the stuff that I got from the first bin store, so everything was $8. It used to be $7, and then they moved it up to $8 an item. So keep that in mind while I show you the prices of everything. But the first thing I got was this Shark Hyper Air IQ curling diffuser. So this goes for, I'm assuming, on the end of like a hairdryer, like a Shark hairdryer. So this sells for about $25, and it is brand new, so should be a quick, easy sell. And then I got a lot of health and beauty stuff. Health and beauty stuff sells really quickly for us, and it also is easy. They have a small footprint. They're easy to ship, as long as they're new and they're sealed. I did, while I was going through this, I saw one item is not sealed, so I had to kind of mitigate that. But I try to always get them when they're sealed. So this is a advanced snail peptide eye cream. I don't know, some sort of eye cream, but it sells for like $21. And I got this, which is Farm Banner Felicatus shampoo, some sort of shampoo, but it's a 2-pack. They sell for $20 a piece, so $40 for the pair of those. And then I got this smart wake up light. I got one of these a couple weeks ago, and these sell for around $25 to $35, and they sell very fast. So this one is in a open box condition. It doesn't look used, it just doesn't look like brand new. But they still sell. And this is something that I would normally honestly not pick up. The only reason I picked this up is because we had some of these in the Target high piece count pallet, and I decided to give it a chance. So this is a Kate Spade phone case, but I would not buy a phone case for $8. I never would do that. But these do sell, and they sell pretty quick. So for around $25 for this phone case, and this is for the latest iPhone, so the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So hopefully we'll be able to get that one sold. I always pick up these little wireless cameras. This is a Topo Wi-Fi camera. These sell for around $25. And then this is what item was open, but I think that I can still sell it in this condition because it is full, it's just open. The seal is broken, but it's $50 for this normally. This is some sort of triple repair, hyaluronic acid. I've never heard of that before. These health and beauty items are kind of weird sometimes because I don't know what they actually are. And then last for the health and beauty is this Advanced Snail Radiance Dual Essence. I don't know if that's cream or if that's serum, but this sells for around $22. So like I said, anytime that I can get something that's a little smaller of a footprint and I can sell fast, I try to pick those up. Then the store always has like really good like flat irons, curling irons, and things like that. So they did have these Vanessa Pro. I think these are flat irons, and they sell for around $30 a piece. Sometimes they'll have the stuff on the side of the store where you can just buy it for like a buy it now. So they was selling this for $25, but then they put it in the bins after they don't sell for so long. But they sell on eBay. So I got 2 of those at around $30 a piece. I did not realize how much this was. I just picked it up because it was in the bins. It looked pretty good. It looked kind of high end. So I was like, well, maybe it'll be at least $25, $30. And it is this mint extra long curling iron. It's a pretty long curling iron. But this is selling for $60 on eBay, and it's actually a quick seller. So I was a bit surprised about that when I was looking at the prices then, but $60 for this extra long curling iron. And then last but not least from this stuff is this cell phone signal booster. We've had a couple of these in pallets before, and sometimes we've sold all of them, all the ones that we have had, so we've not had any issues with these. So these sell for around $50 to $60. So I thought it wasn't a bad pickup, and everything was in here. This was actually open so I could look and see on the inside of it, but it's basically just got like an antenna and an antenna cable with it. So the first bin store I went to, I think it was pretty successful. I got some good stuff. I'll give you the total for everything when we get done with everything. But the last but not least, I want to show you the stuff from the liquidation store that I got. So at the liquidation store, I talked about some items that you could get from the liquidation store that may not necessarily be available in stores. Sometimes that makes them a little bit more, I guess, rare to buy. So I bought these, and at first I wasn't going to get them because they all have this ugly like $4 mark on them, but these sell, actually the last one of these sold for $25 on eBay. Not a super quick seller, but I feel like we can get these listed, and then when they sell, and we will pay $4 for them. So if we can make, you know, $17 to $20 on this, that's going to be a pretty good pickup. I did pick up, I believe, so I did pick up 8 of these, so 8 of them, and then hopefully we can make around $20 a piece of them. And then, like I said, they're slow sellers, so, you know, it is what it is. And then the second thing that I bought was this Dial Professional Antiperspirant Roll-On Crystal Breeze deodorant. I paid $1.50 for each one of these, and I think I got 3, 6, 9, 12. I think I got 12 of these. I'm pretty sure I got 12 of them. So the 3-pack is selling. So a 3-pack of these is selling for around $17 plus shipping for 3 of these. So I got 4 sets of 3. Is that right? Is my math right? Yeah, 4 sets of 3. So I think that's going to be pretty good. And they had a bunch of these. So possibly if I go ahead and get these listed today and they do start selling, I can go back and grab the rest of them, because there's a bunch of them in there. And they're $1.50 a piece. So that's what I was saying. Sometimes, you know, you need to look at what the actual solds for the item. It may seem like, okay, this is something that's insignificant, but the last time we bought the deodorant, it was flying off the shelf. You know, we was listing it for, we paid $3 for it, and you know, we were selling for like $25 a piece. All right, so I spent around $196 for all of this stuff, and it looks like I'm going to make, once I list everything, around $800, a little bit over $800. So around $600 to $650 profit after you taste my cost of goods sold. So not too bad of a day. I wish I would have been able to get a pallet, but you know, it'd be like that sometimes. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. That's why I always tell people, like, go through and look at your pallets. They look great sometimes on the outside. Maybe they're not even that expensive, but you know, you got to think about the realistic aspect of selling the stuff. So if it doesn't look like it's going to be profitable, or maybe it just looks like you're going to break even, that's probably not the best purchase for you. I do the real and raw over here, so I'll tell you, you know, if the pallet doesn't look good, it don't look good. Now, I will say, I didn't go to my normal spot, which is Bargain Spot in Lenore City. I went to the place that's like around 15 minutes away from my house, which is right at the Tennessee-Georgia state line. It's North Georgia Wholesale Liquidation. We used to buy a lot of pallets from them, but what I found is a lot of times those pallets do have hidden gems in them, so it's not necessarily like what you can see. It's the stuff that you can't see on the pallet that makes up the bulk of the money. But a lot of the stuff is boxes. A lot of the stuff that I saw in the Dollar General pallets was new stuff, but it looked like a lot of Christmas items, and I didn't want to be stuck with a bunch of Christmas items, even though Christmas items do sell. We do sell them. People do buy them. We could sell them on whatnot. You know, there's a bunch of different avenues that we could use now that we couldn't use, you know, maybe a year and a half ago when we used to buy those pallets from there. But, you know, it's we'll try again next time. Stay tuned, because we will be getting the pallet in very, very soon. So I'm gonna get over back to the house. I've been working on Fridays, and honestly, Fridays is my day that I normally kind of get all this stuff done. Then I have a couple days just to kind of relax and stuff. But now today is Saturday, and I'm having to do all the stuff on Saturday, and then I guess my relax day is gonna be Sunday. But we have a whatnot sale scheduled on Sunday, so we don't really have. This weekend I'm not gonna have a rest day. So I got to get back over to the house and edit this video, and then make some more videos for my other stuff that I got going on. So let's get back over to the house. All right, I have made it back to the house, and that is going to be it for today's video. If you like these types of videos, please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Also hit the bell icon so you can get notifications. I can't say that when I release the videos. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.